homeless is usually considered a good deed, but the city of Fort Lauderdale in Florida is cracking down with fines and even jail time for doing just that. And today, opponents of the city's new ordinance are firing back with a planned showdown on the mayor's doorstep in Fort Lauderdale. Sean Canoni is an advocate for the homeless and one of the organizers for today's protest. He joins us today from Florida. Good morning to you, Sean.
Good morning, Steve.
Okay, so, anybody who does anything for the homeless, that seems like a good thing, but it sounds like they've cracked down on certain organizations and individuals who, didn't have the right permits or what?
Well, the city of Fort Lauderdale, and not only the city of Fort Lauderdale, but across the United States, there's 27 states, 71 cities who are passing laws about how you feed the homeless or making laws that you cannot feed the homeless. And this is actually a 48% increase for the last couple of years where these laws are just coming down. It's called criminalization of the homelessness, making it basically illegal to be homeless. They're all kind of crazy laws, just not feeding laws.
Okay, as I understand it, and I've read what the mayor put out, and here's part of Jack Seiler's statement down in Fort Lauderdale. The ordinance does not prohibit feeding the homeless. It regulates the activity in order to ensure it is carried out at appropriate locations under clean, safe, and healthy conditions. And I get that because, the people are already homeless. You want to make sure that they are in a situation where the food is clean and the people who are handing it out have proper hygiene as well.
Correct. But in his case, in the city's case, they want to hide the homeless. They've made it their policy for years to get the homeless out of the city of Fort Lauderdale. They're the only city in the United States who has passed so many laws in like a 3-month period. Can't sleep in your car. You can't panhandle. You can't feed unless you jump through this hoop and that hoop. Mr. Abbott's been feeding the homeless for 23 years. He not only feeds the homeless, but he has a culinary arts program, and he knows food hygiene. He knows safety factors. If I can't bring a bag of potato chips to a starving person, that's ridiculous.
And you mentioned Mr. Abbott. He's a 90-year-old guy who was arrested for feeding the homeless on a public beach on Wednesday. So, Sean, what are you going to do? Tell me about your protest.
Well, we're going to fill that with the arrest of Mr. Abbott and the rest of other people from different organizations. And now there's a way that we need to do this even further. We need to bring the message to the mayor's front door. If he wants to keep this ridiculous policy in order and he doesn't want to change, and all we're asking to do is just change a few little things.
Okay.
But he can't seem to do that. So we want everybody to know that the city of Fort Lauderdale is basically making laws that attack homeless people. Again, it's criminalization on the homeless. And sadly to say that this area of our country in Broward County, more attacks happen to the homeless than almost anywhere else in the country. Research has indicated when you have these laws that target the homeless, attacks and hate crimes on the homeless go way up.
All right. Well,
so we shouldn't be putting homeless people in jail.
Well, you're certainly trying to draw attention to the homeless, and that's terrific, and you're trying to bring attention as well to your protest and the mayor, and I think you just got his attention. All right. Sean Canoni with the organization Homeless Voice. He's the executive director. Thank you very much.
Thank you.